Hey, um, I'm kind of making this video. I mean, this might be a topic that a lot of people might put me on the fence for, but, um, I've just been kind of, in general, interested about it, and I've been following the case since it happened back about, I want to say, 2 years ago. There was this girl named Alyssa Bustamante who when she was 15 years old, she stabbed her 9-year-old neighbor and buried her in the backyard. Um, of course, she was eventually caught and put on trial for this. And when they put her on trial and she went through this big long court case, um, they gave her like prison for life. Like she got the life sentence. As there was possibility for parole, but I don't know if they actually kept that going. I think that they just straight up gave her prison for life. Um, the thing about it is that I feel that she was kind of drawn a short straw. You know, Alyssa comes from a very troubled home. Um, and there's a lot of other red flag factors to this. People tried her as an adult. But you know what? When you're 15 years old, you're not an adult. Okay? You're not an adult. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? You're barely old enough to drive in America, anyways, when you're 15. Like, you feel like you know what you're doing, but you don't. Who really knew honestly what they were doing when they were 15 years old? You know, I think it sort of makes me sick, the media coverage on this case, because they're really focusing on our victim, Elizabeth Alton. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but it still sickens me because, yes, I know, Elizabeth was a child. And, a wonderful kid and very cute. Okay, all kids are cute. All kids are are capable of being really great. Leave it be, in that regards. We know about her victim. Okay. Nobody focuses on the fact that, you know, Alyssa Alyssa really probably had a lot of issues that span from her mother's alcoholism and her father's this is a big thing for me. They found out that her father stabbed someone and also is in jail for this. That is a big factor. Like obviously if Alyssa came from a background where there's stuff like this going on, she could have feelings towards her father of like either trying to feel maybe what he went through. Do you know what I mean? Like trying to go through what he felt. I mean, it sounds disturbing, but it's very possible. I mean, kids do it like other people, do it all the time. It might not necessarily be through murder, but through drug use and other stuff that their parents did. You know, like I said, at age 15, you're very impressionable. And the other thing is that I feel like there's not enough. Nobody really talks about what she went through in the home. Nobody's actually came forward and talked about what exactly happened to have her and her brothers end up at their grandparents' house. Something happened, something major, and it's never focused upon and it's never really talked about. But I do know that I found out that she had suicide attempts. Like, Alyssa had suicide attempts. Her mother had one suicide attempt. Alyssa, since age 11, has had several suicide attempts. And I feel like it was just never, really touched upon or anything. And like I said, in the media, she was like viewed upon as this big psychotic monster that was uncontrollable. No, no, no. The crap she used to write about in her journal, from any of the entries that I've either read about or whatever, state clearly, how she felt and what was going on in her head. And supposedly she had been for a lot of mental help, and she'd been given Prozac and all this stuff. Like, I can't believe how this girl has been treated and what she's had to go through, when she obviously has, like, an illness. Like, there's obviously something beyond murder wrong with her because of how she grew up. And so, yeah, that's my view on that. If anybody knows any more about this case, if anyone knows any more information, pass it my way, because I'd like to know what happens. So, I guess that's it for now.